It was so cinematically in focus. No, I don't know. Anyways, sorry. This is a weird Kyle moment. It's one of those things where you just got to be along for the ride. John said he's gonna do the sharing for us. So we're just going straight to it. So cinematically. Cool, but I don't know if we have any comments in the stream. Do we have any comments in the stream? Amy's hello.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
So we had a winner of the slipcase 2 weeks ago, who we have not heard from.
So, what's her name?
Sarah. So, but I want to prove to everyone that we have no preference on who wins. We genuinely are trying to send it out to the winners. So I wanted to open up the slipcase live on the stream to show that we had every intention of sending this slipcase to Sarah.
I mean, it still doesn't prove that we were trying to send it. It does prove that we put it in a box.
Yeah, I mean, paper.
And taped it. Paper helps our case. Packing material does help our case.
Paper.
Sarah, this belongs to you, but if you don't want it.
Do you know what that means? That means today we're giving away this slipcase.
Oh, it's finding a new home.
It's going to find itself a new home.
Sarah didn't claim it, so now it is moving on.
I told you it was going to be cinematic and exciting. That was pretty fun. Everyone in here is just like, wow, look at how much fun we're having. That means?
Sorry.
I'm going over to YouTube because we're also live on YouTube. We got 6 watchers on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Look at that.
Well, how
Cheyenne.
are we doing the giveaway entry today?
It's gonna be
Is it the
it's gonna be the same as last week.
So it's a form, and then we cross-check it with you're marked
Facebook.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. So, quick refresher. By the way, happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
It's good to be here with you guys.
We came in so hot that we even forgot to do the nice part of saying Happy Friday.
Yes. We're really excited to be here. We just finished filming. Hopefully, good Lord. Hopefully, finished filming our Kickstarter video. We did the final cuts today. So that should be hopefully ready to go and released by next week. And we're excited to share it with you guys because I'm really proud of it. It's very cinematic.
The most cinematic.
Yeah. I just sat and edited it, or helped Bert edit, rather. I didn't do much. I told Bert what I wanted to see, and he made it happen. So very cool. Yeah, we have to post the form here in Facebook and then also YouTube, so we can get some signups and yeah. Ooh, there's a little picture on the sign-up form this week.
Oh yeah. So normally John puts the items that we're giving away, but it feels more exciting to put like a more.
It came from your personal. That's funny.
What?
In the live stream.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That was me.
Kyle's a real person.
I am genuinely a real person. Boom. Pin. There it is. It's pinned up right there.
Josh goes, wait, I just joined. What am I missing? We will be announcing and launching our Kickstarter video next week. And I also imagine we'll be announcing pricing, right?
Yeah.
I'm pre-spilling the beans, but anyway, Josh, what I'm trying to say is we are launching our Kickstarter on the 16th. So that gives us about one more full, work week, Monday through Friday, to kind of like show you guys all the goods, show you guys what we're releasing, what other additional items will be included, all that stuff, to spill all the beans, if you will. So yes.
YouTube's not letting. It's not like the link's not working in YouTube.
Whoa. Maybe. Oh, I don't think YouTube allows links anymore.
YouTube doesn't allow links?
Yeah, I think that they had too many. I think. I could be wrong. But yeah. Anyway, for those on Facebook, which I believe is the majority of the people, go ahead and click on that link. Sign up your name on the Google Doc. This is how the rules work, so listen clearly here. We will do a random drawing for the giveaway, because I think we have, how many things are we giving away today? How many drawings are we having? 4?
We have 4 giveaways, but they're huge giveaways today.
4 really great giveaways today. So the way it works is you have to be signed up on the Google form, and then you have to be marked as going to the Facebook event, the RSVP for the Kickstarter event. That if you go to our page, if you go to the Heroes Quarters, or you just go to our page, you can click events, and you will find the launch event on Facebook. It is very important that you RSVP and make sure and mark yourself as going, because if it'd be such a tragedy if you entered on the Google form and then we drew your name and you were like, I'm not marked as going. Well,
yeah, it's true.
That's the other part of the qualification. So make sure and do it.
It's just not working.
And yes, only 1 entry per person.
I'm trying over here on YouTube, and it's not letting us do it. YouTube is anti-giveaways. Sorry about that, everyone. But it is on Facebook, and we have 73 heroes on Facebook right now, which is a lot of heroes.
Wait a minute. Go back to YouTube.
I'm here on YouTube. Should I switch over to my account?
Yeah, switch over to the heroes.
I'm just like so personal today.
Yeah, because you're just watching it. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now it's working on YouTube. So for some reason, Kyle signed out of all of our Heroes Journal accounts. What was happening is you were commenting from your personal. You were just watching the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't like watching it as an administrator, which is a little different.
Here's the thing. I'd watch our content.
Okay.
I'm not.
I never said you wouldn't.
I'm not above it.
I was just saying the reason your link wasn't working was because you weren't allowing yourself admin privileges.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I just say, like, hey, man, don't, like, devalue your perspective, who you are. Trust in the power you have, man.
Great. Well,
a little encouragement for everyone.
Oh, I should pin it. Can I pin it?
Probably.
Pinned.
Cool. Okay.
Boom.
We got the links up.
We're there.
Get all your sign-ins in. No double entries. We will check. So please don't duplicate your entries. Make sure you're marked as going to the event. And furthermore, if you guys are all set up, if you guys are veterans at this point, you're already signed up and all that stuff, and you're just sitting around waiting for us, tell us where you're from.
Oh, sorry. Logistics. If you are not able to sign up for this giveaway, reply to the pinned comment and use that thread. Say, hey, can you enter my name?
Gotcha.
And then when someone goes to that comment, they will either respond to that particular comment. That way we don't get double signed up.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Victoria said, can someone sign me up? So someone signed up Victoria.
Yeah, but reply to the pinned comment by me. Yeah. Mostly because I want to get one of those cool little things next to my name.
Yeah. So Doyle Christensen asked, how have we expanded the hero's journey in the new release? Well, here's the quick laundry list. Instead of the art on the daily pages changing every 13 days, they change every day. So there is new art on every single page. The story kind of moves along in a sort of flip book fashion. So you kind of see the main characters in each scene progress forward. There are a lot more reflection sections in this. So the questions are more frequent, those kind of stopping points. We wanted to capture a little more story as we move through the goal. There are new elements that we are calling self-study. So those take place in the act breaks. There's only 2 of them, but I love them. There are first-person reflection questions. So it kind of switches perspective a little bit and asks maybe a little less fantastical, a little more on-the-nose productivity, psychological questions.
Self-study.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you this. The goal of today's live stream is a Q&A.
Oh.
Today's a Q&A.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the email that Zach sent out today was all about today being a Q&A.
Sorry, guys.
So,
well, hold on.
We got started, right? That was a question and you are answering it. But
That's
that
true.
is the goal for today is a Q&A.
Well, speaking of Q's and A's, I did ask a Q about where people were from, and they have some A's for us. Josh is from L.A. Well, there's a Josh from L.A. and then a Josh from San Diego, which is, you guys got California covered.
LA is a little confusing because it could be Louisiana. That's the abbreviation for Louisiana.
That's fair. That is true. We're not totally sure on Josh. Hazel's in Central Jersey. Glad to have you, Hazel. Alex, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, is from Colorado. We have North Texas, New England transplants. Wow. I love that. I bet people really appreciate if you have an accent. I bet you stick out quite a bit in a good way.
Willamette Valley, Oregon here on Google.
Indiana. We got
YouTube.
Wisconsin, Clearwater, Frisco. This is so great. Huxley, Iowa, Queens, New York transplant.
We got
Providence, Rhode Island.
Medford, Oregon, San Francisco, North Carolina. Used to be MA and CA. That's a lot of places. A lot of acronyms. A lot of abbreviations.
Dallas, Arizona, Chicago. I think it's safe to say we have at least in the U.S., we have all the time zones covered.
Time zones, yes.
Is
States,
Alaska
probably
in its own
not.
time zone?
No, I think Alaska's still Pacific.
Okay. Well, we got all the time zones covered. So it's fun to see all these people representing where they're from.
Virginia.
Like Kyle said, if you're having trouble getting entered into the giveaway, reply to the pinned comment and someone will set you up. They'll enter your name there. So that's how you get on the thing if you can't get there.
Ooh, James G hit us with checking in from Astoria.
Hey,
Boom. James G's the hero of their own story.
That's great. Low hanging fruit. Love it.
I love that so much.
So great.
Oh yeah.
Melinda's in Seattle. Represent. We're in Seattle, by the way, for those watching. Not Seattle proper, but close to.
We got from Michigan, used to be Hawaii, now in New York.
Kansas. This is amazing. I love it. I love the turnout. I love seeing all these different places on the map represented. It's really, really great. So how should we do this? Just ask a Q and get an A?
No, we don't ask the Q. They ask the Q.
Sorry. Was it like a form or how do we?
It was gonna be live. We can make a form.
Oh,
we could do that.
I know you love making forms, but
I can make forms.
Let's try doing it live. We have a lot of people, so I don't want to get too scrambled. But let's start with a question. So today, like Kyle said, we're doing a Q&A. We'll probably do that for 30 minutes or so, and then we'll do the giveaway at the end. Yeah. Do we have any beans to spill today?
Got lots of beans.
Do we?
A lot of potential beans. Oh, we also have Qs in the Facebook event.
Is that what it is? Oh, that's true.
We have a lot of Qs in the Facebook event. Oh, I have a life rule for everyone.
What?
Life rule. I told you about this earlier. If you are going to make a Kickstarter video, film the video first, because then you get stressed out. My entire forehead broke out.
Yeah.
And then I had to do a
Me
4K
too.
video today. So
yeah,
if you're gonna film a video for a Kickstarter, film it first and then do the rest of the stressful stuff after.
Yeah, it's really stressful. There's no way to look good for that video. It is what it is.
We had 34 comments in the event.
Oh, for questions?
Yeah.
Why don't you read? Let's see if there's any questions here.
Jonathan Fessmeyer asked on the event, will the new Magic Academy journals cost the same as the Heroes Journal?
Great question.
We answered it in the event, but we could talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So in the Kickstarter, we are actually going to have it be 20% cheaper than it is normally on our website.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting.
Yes.
Just for the journal. We have some other fun stuff that's not going to be a direct cost comparison, just because there's going to be some fun, like the pins and stuff. But that is...
It's a little bit of a bean spill.
It's a little bit of a bean. We already spilled the beans, and it was Zach who did it, so I know that the beans were okay.
Yeah, so I know that we kind of keep harping on this. I'm going to do it one more time. Kickstarter is not... So when you back a product on Kickstarter, it is not the exact same as buying it, as you would, say, from our normal store. When you back a project on Kickstarter, all you're saying is that I am pledging to give this much money if this thing gets fully funded, which is a little different. And then it's different for us, too. Kickstarter takes a cut. The fulfillment process is a little longer, so it is kind of like buying it in a way, but it's just a little different. The timeline's extended. To answer your question directly, it will be cheaper. We wanted to give people that backed us on Kickstarter a little bit of a cheaper option than is readily available on our website. So yes, it'll be cheaper as kind of an appreciative thank you from us. Thanks for helping us back our Kickstarter and helping us kind of start strong on this new journal and this new journey for us. And not to mention that, but every single journal that we sell or that is backed on the Kickstarter, every single backing tier is what I'm trying to say, that includes a journal, will include a digital version. I know that's been a kind of a question that's been bouncing around. Just wanted to answer that. So if you back a journal on our Kickstarter, it will come with a digital version, which I know doesn't seem like a cool thing, but here's the cool part. Once the campaign closes, you get to utilize your journal pages, although digitally, before you get your journal. So you can kind of get started early in that way. So that's why it's really exciting. We just finalized that this week. So I wanted to clear that up. So anyway, it is cheaper, and it's kind of like a thank you from us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm reading these comments. Just really interesting comments. This one I'm interested in because I want to spill some product development beans.
Okay.
Lauren asked, is the paper the same? Just wondering if your more recent promotion of fountain pens had you switching to more fountain-friendly paper, or are you sticking with the heavier all-purpose option? And I wanted you to talk a little bit about the 2 samples that we're getting soon. Because the thing about a Kickstarter is the product's not fully developed yet.
Yeah.
We're still going through the final.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. What was the question?
Talking about paper. If we're going to use the same paper or if we're going to use different paper.
I love talking about paper.
And that's the new production.
I'm just holding this knife.
It's just
a cutter, a box cutter.
Box cutters are nice.
So, yes, we don't, we haven't totally decided. We love talking about paper thickness here at the Heroes Journal. As you all know, our journals have to have thick paper because the art that is printed on it takes up a lot of page thickness, if you will. So to have the level of art and to capture those details in the printing process, you have to have a thick enough canvas that kind of represents the depth and all that stuff. So that usually lends itself to being able to handle heavy amounts of ink from like a fountain pen. Although, full transparency, I'm using a journal of ours right now with a fountain pen, and there is a little bit of ghosting and a little bit of bleeding if I, really
gets
write
after it.
hard. So I contacted our supplier, and we're testing out a few different prototypes to see if it's worth it, and if it doesn't affect the feel of the journal too much, to maybe go up in GSM, even up to 120. So right now in all of our journals, it's 100, and it has been 100 for a very long time. But we are looking at the possibility of going up to 120. And then another thing, speaking about paper, really page numbers, typically our journals are 240 pages. This journal will be 256 pages, right? Yeah, 256 pages. So we're going up a little bit. So between the thicker paper and a little more pages, the journal might feel a little bit thicker. And I don't want to throw off the feel of it too much. So it's a little bit inconclusive, but hopefully that answers your question about paper thickness.
We have a really great question over here on YouTube. April asked, what was your first Heroes goal? My first Heroes goal was to sell 50 Heroes journals.
Yeah. Mine was to grow an email list to 1,000 people before we launched. I was using the prototype. I was using a spiral bound prototype. It was to get fully funded on Kickstarter and then to grow an email list to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Spoiler, it happened. Both of our quests got accomplished.
Yeah, there are more people in our Facebook live stream right now than my goal of selling journals.
That's
pretty wild. That's talk about growth.
2
that
years
was
ago. About 2.5 years
ago. It was July of 2019.
Yeah, what day? It's February 5th. Guys, we
What?
launched our Kickstarter 2 years ago on February 5th.
This is our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, we were actually looking at launching on like the 5th to make it exactly 2 years, but we needed a little more time, so we pushed it out.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is the 2-year anniversary to the day.
How do we not know this until just now?
Because we've been so like in the trenches.
April said happy anniversary. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah, what a wild moment.
I have a question I want to get to on Facebook that I really like, and it's a little old, but it got a lot of responses in the chat, so I want to address it. Cooper said, "Could you guys talk about the magic system in the new journal? Is it elemental based, fire, water, earth?" Wow, so many things have come across the chat that it went away. But what is the magic system in the journal essentially? This is kind of dipping into the lore, which isn't like, how do I say this? Like canon, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's been an interesting thing, right? Because we have to create an experience for the hero that shows them an engaging story, but doesn't take away from their own journey and their own experience with the journal. It has to be engaging enough that it excites them to open that storybook every day, but it can't be so kind of invasive that it takes the spotlight, because it's about the person using it. That is the story that it's truly about.
Oh,
as far as
really quick, next Friday, we are doing a walkthrough from the first page of the intro to the end of Act 2.
Ooh, because we don't want to spoil it.
We don't want to spoil the end, but we are doing a walkthrough on the live stream next Friday.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's kind of fun.
I didn't want to forget that part.
No,
too.
I'm glad you said that, because I love that. Yeah, we're gonna be spilling all the beans. So if you want to see the journal, get the tour, get the walkthrough before next Friday is the day to show up.
And hopefully we'll also have a preview of our Kickstarter by then.
Let me answer this really quick. So the magic system is, well, I guess it's about, I don't know enough about lore magic systems to give you like a straightforward answer. But
I feel like it's the moon. That's my gut feeling.
It's the moon, not canon. Let's keep on moving. Are you planning to update the current Heroes Journal with the changes made to the Astoria, or to the Magic Academy Journal?
We had that here on YouTube as well. So
great.
Our hope is that this becomes the new quality of all journals that we release in the future.
Yes.
Including,
yes is the answer.
Including 91 unique pages. So
of course. We love the first journal we put out. One thing that we are dedicated to is like never making it feel like if you had the original journal and you didn't get the second journal that you were missing out, because they're both amazing in their own ways.
Yes.
We do have plans, tentative plans, I would say. Like we don't have anything on a calendar, for instance, about re-releasing that journal.
Yeah.
In a way that matches the quality and matches the experience of the Astoria Magic Academy. It's still a great journal.
Yeah.
So
if you want to refer to it, we call it Keith. So
the internal name is Keith.
Once Upon a Workbench just said, "Hey guys, started working on making something for your shelf."
What? No, you didn't.
I hope that you're filming it. We would love to like do a video collab. Put like a video of you making it and then us receiving it on our YouTube channel. That'd be super cool.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. So if
so nice,
it's like that's so cool.
Gosh, we like said one passing comment last time.
I know.
Like, hey, what's up? And now he's making something.
It's amazing.
That's really nice. We appreciate that. So Jan said, "I'm old, guys. What's Kickstarter and how do I buy in?" So
yeah,
we actually have a
video.
We have a video that we could link where I actually walk through and I back a Kickstarter to kind of like show you what that process is like from a first person. Can someone? So Janet here, can I don't want to pin the comment, but
yeah, I'm gonna go out there.
So yeah,
I'll respond to it.
So yeah, not Janet. Jan had a really good question about what Kickstarter is, and I got a few likes and stuff. So I wanted people to.
I'll respond to that
Great.
Specific.
Cool.
That comment.
We got a question here. Do you use both the physical journal and the digital journal? And if so, are they separate quests or do you marry them together somehow? Well, I know that a lot of people, a lot of heroes use both. It's mostly preferential. The other thing that I've seen a lot of heroes do is use two journals at once. So I never do that because I'm not that good at multitasking. But if you are someone who likes to kind of segment your like goals, like maybe you have a health goal, maybe you have a financial goal, keeping them in separate journals is a good way to organize that if that's how you like your thing to work. I believe that the journal can be used, it can marry those two things together. So it's really comes down to personal preference. And that is one of the benefits of having a digital and a physical version is you kind of are getting like two journals. So you can grow in two directions at once, if that kind of makes sense. I personally do not.
I'm going to answer the next one question.
Go ahead.
It's my time in the sun. It's mostly because it's a super fun question to answer. Tiffany asked, "I'm new to the Heroes Journal. I'm new to these Heroes Journals and Astoria. What inspired you guys to do all of this?" So the short answer is Nick and I had spent a lot of time trying to be more productive. and which had gotten Nick specifically into the productivity journaling space. He had used a few journals, and at work one day, he found out he found that he was getting more done, but it was kind of boring and wasn't very exciting. So he came to me that night after work and said, "What if I viewed my life as like a 3-act structure? Like my life was like this grand adventure and this grand story that was being told, and I was the actor living this thing out."
Yeah.
I was.
Kyle was like, "You're an idiot."
No, so I had said that to him before because he had pitched me about 70,000 other business ideas.
Oh yeah.
And none of them were good. But this one, I was like, "You need to do this," not because the idea felt so great, was because of the gravitas and the excitement in which he pitched me this idea.
Because it was true to who I was.
Exactly.
I think a lot of the other ideas were, it was like me playing businessman or me playing like, ooh, this would be such a good idea, but I don't really care about it. One of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard is scratch your own itch. Like, if you want to create something or you want to sell a product, or even if you don't want to sell it, even if it's just a hobby, if you do something that you are proud of and you do something to kind of, to kind of like scratch that itch or to be sufficient for that need that you have or that problem you have to solve it, usually other people have the same problem. And I found that mine was like, I was organized and I was at my day job and things were okay. But after watching like Lord of the Rings, I came back and I was like, man, I just wish I was more inspired. I wish that this tool, which is so great, was like a little friendlier and a little more exciting. Because the truth is, if you stick to a journal, like you spend a lot of time with that journal. We should do the math. We should see how much time you end up. Like if you spend 5 to 10 minutes a day for 3 months in a journal, that's a long time to spend in one book. And I think that like making it a fun experience was something that didn't exist in the market. And so that's why we did it. And it's definitely snowballed and grown into this huge thing that we never would have expected. I mean, I never would have thought I'd be talking to people live streaming like this. I never thought we'd be making YouTube videos. I never even thought we'd be doing a second Kickstarter. So it has grown immensely, much larger than we ever thought it would. But it all started with, wanting to have a little more enthusiasm for the day by using a little bit of my nerdy imagination. Turns out a lot of other people like it. So that's the story. Deborah asked a really good follow-up question to that. I think it flows really well. Deborah says, now that you are 2 years in, how much has your vision changed? You want me to do it? Yeah. Okay, so I think the simplest answer is we have kind of gone from being very product focused, like we have one product and we have to figure out a way to sell it. We have to figure out a way to ship it correctly and store it and, kind of building an infrastructure around a product, to going to building like a company with a mission. Going from just being focused on one thing to being focused on like multiple things. So as you grow, like you start to look at, sales numbers and the growth of the company, and that's all cool and it's worth celebrating. I think when we dig deep, our like North Star, if you will, is to help people feel more like a hero. It's to help people feel more like the hero of like their own life. And so I think that the vision has kind of become that. Once we were able to kind of make that the main focus, as opposed to selling more journals, the possibility opens up to us where it's like, we can make more stories. We can make the same bones of the journal into a different version of the story, or we can make new products that kind of do the same thing. And we're just getting started on that new vision, but that is kind of how it has evolved, right? So yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to type it because I can't spell the word amateur, but Once Upon a Workbench referred to where you work as a shop. And I said I love that, mostly because I'm an amateur woodworker and I like thinking of my life as I'm working in a shop. Seems exciting.
Tanya asked what our sales goal for Kickstarter is.
So we are setting the line at 25,000.
Yeah, 25,000.
We did 15,000 last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're shooting for the stars.
Yeah, we have it pretty much all lined up. We yeah, that's what we have to do. 25,000 at a minimum is what we have to do to afford to make these and ship them. So that is what we're asking for, is $25,000, and we have 30 days in the Kickstarter to raise that. Like, we talk a lot about the launch date. We are launching on the 16th of February. We're closing on the 18th of March. So that's 30 days.
Jamie said y'all should get a frog for your shop pet. It would work, but there's so much talk about eating frogs. I think the frog would feel uncomfortable. It'd be like, someone's trying to eat me. Tom asked, are you planning any stretch goals for the Kickstarter? That's a super good question that we can't answer right now.
We can't? Can I just say yes?
Yeah, we do have.
Yes.
We have stretch goals. We can't tell you what they are.
But they are a secret, and they're very exciting. And I want to give a little shout out to Till, because Till did the math on spending 5 minutes a day in a journal for a year. It's 30 hours, and if you spend 10 minutes in a journal a year, it's 60 hours.
That's almost
a long time.
That's either an overtime week or almost full-time week.
Well, yeah, it's like it's more than a day, right?
I guess would 7.5 minutes.
You're talking about a work week.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes would be a 40-hour work week.
Right. That is kind of interesting. Like, you spend an entire day in a journal every year. You may as well make it a good day. Oh.
So here's the honest truth about the winners of the live stream. It's really hard for us to find you if you leave. And we've had a couple issues. Like, we've only sent out one of the items from last week's giveaway because we didn't have addresses. Yeah. So we're trying to do a better job of rounding up a bunch of addresses. We kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
As long as you're engaged on your Facebook page, there shouldn't be a problem. Heidi said, I just realized I don't know what happens if a Kickstarter doesn't fund. If we don't get funded, Heidi, we don't get any money.
And we don't get to make the journal.
And you guys don't get any products. Yeah, so it's kind of cutthroat. And only 40% of projects on Kickstarter get funded. So that's like less than half. So yeah, if we get $24,999, all the money gets refunded. Actually, it doesn't even get refunded because you don't even get charged unless the campaign goes through. But you see my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get funded.
Jasper said, I'm dreaming of a heroic writing set. That'd be really cool. I don't know what that would entail, but it'd be really cool.
Love it. Any other good questions?
Over on YouTube, we're chilling. Do we got any over on Facebook?
Look at this. It's not a question. It's just a comment from Alex. You do woodworking. It would be amazing if you did a Heroes Journal collab with Wormwood and make a journaling/gaming table or journal shelf.
If you guys start hitting them up, start emailing them.
Just start spamming Wormwood with you guys should collab with the Heroes.
Because we've been binging their content.
We love Wormwood.
Yeah, we've been absolutely
binging their content. We're like, small business. I love how they're documenting their journey. It's been a lot of fun to watch them do their thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you just keep sending them. Ooh, know what we should announce right now? I got some beans.
Let's do it.
I got some big beans. I wasn't even a part of it. It's not even about me, but I'm going to spill them anyways. So there are some people in the live stream, some people who have found us via the Side Hustle School podcast.
Yeah.
And so we reached out to them thanks to the suggestion of a friendly hero, an ally, if you will, that we should reach back out to them because they do this thing called Throwback Thursday where they do follow episodes on where are these side hustles now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we kind of mentioned some of the origin story of the journal, and part of that story actually has a lot to do with this podcast, which is kind of weird. But I was working my day job and I was a little unfulfilled. I wanted to do something entrepreneurial, and so I listened to this Side Hustle podcast for like almost like a year and a half every day. They make episodes every single day. And as entrepreneurs, like, you hear a lot of stories about like Jeff Bezos or like Elon Musk. Like, you hear these crazy success stories that are so gargantuan and sort of unattainable in a way that it can be kind of discouraging on like how to start. And this podcast is really great because it breaks down, people that are like very normal, so much so that they're not even trying to make their side hustle their main hustle, really. They're just, trying to make some money on the side, and they do it in like a creative way. So it was cool to listen to that podcast. And then, we launched our Kickstarter, we got funded, and we officially had a side hustle. So, we reached out to them. We were featured episode 1004. You can go to their website, sidehustleschool.com, if you want to listen to that. It was about, 2 years ago. We had someone DM us last week and say, hey, I found out about you from that podcast. You should hit them up again and do a Throwback Thursday episode. So we actually did, and we recorded it this week, and it should be launching a few days after our Kickstarter. So it's going to be really exciting, kind of moment to draw in some new people, to bring in some new heroes to the community, and hopefully get some more backers. But yeah, it was like a really cool full circle moment.
Yeah. Sorry, I was typing a little message.
Look, Megan said Side Hustle School is how she found us.
Awesome.
Yeah, Side Hustle School is huge. They're I think they're top 10 business podcast, in the world.
What was interesting is, I was telling, so my best friend, Anthony, who we've been best since 4th grade, I have many best friends, as I hear Zach crying in his room. Anyways, I was telling him that we were doing the Throwback Thursday. And he was like, that was the first podcast I ever listened to.
Really?
Yeah. Because he got into podcasts because he's also interested in entrepreneurship, and the podcasts were the best medium of learning more about entrepreneurship at the time. And Side Hustle School was the first podcast he'd ever listened to. He was like, that's so cool that you guys are on that. Yeah, it was kind of like a don't meet your heroes kind of moment, I guess.
That's cool.
So Side Hustle School is not a hustle culture thing. It's not.
No, not at all.
That's actually it's so kind. You would assume it would be the work harder, not smarter.
Get up earlier. Yeah. Stay up later. No, it's it is so kind. It's so down to earth. That's why it's such a counterculture thing for the entrepreneur community, because you get so many toxic productivity types, but they really do. They do a good job of just being hey, this is a normal person. They had a little idea. They pursued it. They minimized their risk, and then they have a little bit of profit. But most importantly, they are very fulfilled. It's just a positive message for the world. And if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't be constantly pitching Kyle ideas to eventually stumble upon the journal. So
it also sounds like David's been watching our YouTube channel, because we made a whole video about hustle culture. So
we did.
Looks like your viewership's showing. I don't know, that was a weird thing to say. It was just funny, it's
Kathleen asked, what was the Side Hustle School address? I think you're asking for the website. It should just be sidehustleschool.com, I believe. Or maybe it's .co. Oh, I don't know. But if you go to episode 1004, we will be there. And then, to my knowledge, they will be dropping our episode on the 18th, which is 2 days after we launch. And another cool thing that happened.
Oh, yeah.
One of the guys that works at that podcast, or whatever you call it, I don't know. They said, we love your guys' journal so much. It's such a cool idea that I would love to surprise our team with some of the journals. Would you guys send some? And we're like, absolutely.
Yeah.
What a cool moment. Especially with the amount of things that they probably cover, the amount of products, it was just cool to have them ask us to send. So we sent them some journals.
Yeah.
And some pens.
I really just like his name. Chris Gillibo is such a cool name. April said this on YouTube, and I want to read it because a part of reading it is a part of the comment. April said, "You guys are my first live stream. Number 1.
Really?
That's exciting. Listened last Saturday and was tickled to hear you read my comment because I'm that old." That's so funny.
Aww.
Well, hopefully that continued the tickle, which is a weird thing to say. I'll probably never say that again. But that's the intro to that statement.
There's so many good questions. Someone asked us about our background. So that sound like we're in psych, but we're not. What would you even say our backgrounds
are? Our backgrounds professionally, our backgrounds interpersonally, the background of this video.
Probably professionally.
Professionally.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I met Nick in college, so we met in an academic setting. and I was a history undergrad. I wanted to be a history teacher, a high school history teacher. That dream, I ended up not wanting to do that, so I switched over to just being a full-time history major. Then I graduated and started to get I got my master's in business administration to kind of get myself ready for the world that I wasn't expecting to enter. And then I worked as a salesperson for a online company, and then I worked with Nick at another company here in Seattle as like a event coordinator. But that's not really what it was.
You were more like a data analyst, is kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, I played with numbers a lot, and then we started this company. We started this company about 2 years ago while I was still. I lived in Arizona and worked as a salesperson, and then that's my whole background.
Yep. I graduated with a degree in communications, and worked in recruiting. Here in Seattle, there's a lot of tech jobs, as you probably know. So I worked in technical recruiting for a few years. I did some sales, kind of like Kyle did, at a software company. And then I worked at the same place where Kyle worked for a couple of years. They do it's like a healthcare startup is what I would call it, with a tech part. I did recruiting there, so lots of hiring and interviewing and all that stuff. And so one of the skills that helped us find Ryan actually was writing a good enough job description that caught his eye. So yeah, that's the quick one.
Angela said data analysts are awesome, says the data analyst. Yeah, I wasn't like a real one though. I wasn't like that wasn't my job.
Yeah.
I would just like do things. I would just like filtering out the data so people could see stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wasn't that cool necessarily like you are. James said history nerds unite. Dang right.
Love it.
Gotta love. If you don't, not knowing the past means you're doomed to repeat it. Is something that people say.
Hit them hard. Okay, let's do one more question. Is that okay? Do we have any questions on YouTube?
Oh wow. Jimmy asked what kind of history I like.
Can you yeah. Sorry, we don't want Bert's laptop to die.
And 9 people liked it. I told them about my senior thesis, and 9 people liked it. So,
yeah,
that's thanks. We have one more question. I don't think I have any on YouTube. Roman Britain history, ancient history.
This is kind of a question.
Medieval Renaissance.
Do we have a question there?
No, I'm just reading people's histories.
Okay.
History fandoms.
Let's find a question, answer it, and then let's do the giveaway. Does that sound like a good game plan?
Yeah.
Cool. So what is your favorite Heroes music playlist?
No, I think we should talk about a board game.
Yeah, wait. People keep asking about a board game. Did we mention a board game?
Never. But people are asking if we would ever do a board game.
Would we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying yes, but
yes, we don't have plans to. I mean, if you're asking, would we? Yeah, I think so. I mean, we are, yes, we're a story company. But we do have a lot of art. We have a lot of IP, intellectual property, as we're building out, these different assets for like a Story Magic Academy and our previous journal and future iterations to come. So there's definitely enough concepts and characters to pull from to create like a compelling RPG or a compelling tabletop or whatever it may be. I don't think we've ever had any good enough ideas that we were like,
oh no, this is what happened, and this is really embarrassing because we messed up. It's almost like the caption contest fiasco of June 2020. We said we were going to play a board game on the live stream. That was what we're going to do today for Magic Month. Oh, that's something that we didn't do. So that is embarrassing.
I knew we were forgetting something.
Let's see what we got here.
Sorry, guys.
Join Nick, Kyle, and Zach later this afternoon at 2 p.m. as they play as of yet unnamed board game, or start your own game with friends and family. Link to the game night live stream will be posted when the team goes live.
Sorry, guys. We dropped the ball. This is what happens when you're trying to get your Kickstarter page all, fully finished and stuff before the weekend.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Look, someone said it's okay. Q&A is 20 questions.
A game without a board. I love that.
Yeah.
I actually really like this question. I didn't see it earlier, but Once Upon a Workbench, and I think this is a great one to end with, because that last one was really embarrassing. Did you answer my question earlier about what user experience has impacted you the most?
Like what review?
Yeah, like, is there a review that stands out?
There's been so many.
There's been a lot.
Like, it's honestly kind of sad that I don't, like, I'm not able to just pick one, because we get so many. We get, like, probably once a week, if not multiple times a week, we, like, will send things in our group chat, like our company group chat, that are just, like, mind-blowingly encouraging. Like, stuff that you read and it will, like, make you tear up, or it will make you, like, just really feel like, man, we're doing good in the world. Like, good things are happening because of this journal. I feel like I need to pick one example. I mean, it's hard to say, like, oh, I have a favorite, story, but I will say that if you guys do submit, like, reviews, or if you just, like, email us, or if you tell us your story, like, it is always read by our whole team, and it's always, like, really, really, really appreciated. We got an email last week, like the My Hero's Journey one.
Yeah.
That I really appreciated. I don't know if I don't want to divulge too much information either.
Well, so the whole story was basically this. It was like, and she wrote a really, really kind, sorry, I was gonna say. Oh, I have a PM. Okay. She wrote a super kind email, and she was extremely accomplished in the things that she had done, and a large part of her use of the journal was to try to find, like, that purpose or that narrative that brought all these things together. And just the way that she spoke about the journal and the clarity that it gave her really meant a lot to us, because it though there are a lot of ways to use the journal, it was an interesting moment of, we set out to do something where it's not only about getting a lot of stuff done, where she was someone who had got a lot of incredible stuff done. But she was now looking for, like, a purpose and a story around those things, and how the Hero's Journal helped do that. Yeah. So it was like, we saw a problem in the world that we wanted to fix, and that was a moment where someone had quite literally said, this solved that problem you were trying to fix, which was a cool moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if that sums it up well without giving up too much information. Yeah,
there are so many good stories from the Hero's Journal, and we are actually trying to do a better job of collecting those stories. I won't give away too much, but we are working on a way to have some kind of collection, or some kind of, I want to say, like, a tapestry for some reason, but, like, just a collection of all the stories, all the completed quests that kind of live in one place. We're still figuring out how to make that a smooth and workable process that has an enjoyable experience, that doesn't get too weird or personal, I guess. So anyway, we're working towards that, because there's such good things happening that they deserve to be, captured and shared. So yes, call it the Hall of Heroes, maybe.
Let's see how many entries we have. We have 111 entries.
Great.
Jimmy was number one. Jimmy was the first entrance. I saw a comment in there that someone said that we're talking about a lot of stuff they would use in their psychology class, and which is surprising, because neither of us have a background in psychology.
Yeah. No psychology background.
But thank you. That was nice.
Yeah.
I like thinking I'm pretty cool.
Okay. Did we check for duplicates? Are you ready?
I can. It's okay. I'll do that.
Cool.
That was a loud door.
so loud.
It was so loud.
Someone just slammed a door. Hopefully no one's upset.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone heard that.
Okay.
Let's see. Remove duplicates. None were found. Oh, we haven't even told people what they won.
Yeah, let's. The stuff's to your.
So we're starting low.
Well, yeah. Let's announce all the things. Like we'll bring them up.
Okay, yeah.
We'll bring them up.
So the first thing we're giving away.
Oh, sorry, bumped the table. The first thing we're giving away is a set of Magic cards. Magic the Gathering. If you play or if you don't, there is a deck of cards here.
And all of today's items will include at the very least the 3 pins from the November launch. You can hold those.
3 pins.
And a custom Heroes Journal fountain pen with a logo on the nib.
Yep.
That is the nib of the pen.
Okay. That's right. Every giveaway today will come with the pins from November and then also a fountain pen.
Next up, we have the Model Magic Stackers featured in Frozen 2.
That's right.
But along with that,
like
and the pins and the pen, you will receive a sticker sheet, a Astoria folded map, and from the June release, postcards from the land of Astoria with a smaller Astoria map.
And a wax stamp, apparently.
And a wax
I
stamp.
didn't know we were including Wait, so every giveaway will include...
No. Just this one.
Oh, sorry.
Every giveaway is including the pins and the pen.
Okay, but
this is
one,
the second option.
The second one includes the throwback postcards from Astoria and then sticker sheet and map of Astoria, which is awesome. Okay, great. So this is the second.
Next up is a Harry Potter puzzle that has the 4 houses. Everyone has an argument about which house they are in and which house is the best. But what we're not arguing about is that they're all right here in this thing.
This just came off the
Nick
table.
dropped his mic, so I will continue talking. Along with that, we will be sending a Heroes Journal candle. It's already packed up and ready to roll. It has the smell of the greater wild wood and will make your house smell like the land of Astoria.
I love the sales pitch you're giving.
And lastly, for our grand prize winner, they will be receiving a Disney Magic Puzzle 500 pieces made for all the families. And on top of that, they will be receiving
The energy is so high.
the slipcase that we were trying to give away at one point and we didn't end up giving away. And we lost footage.
Yeah, why did this cut out?
Why do we... I think the camera may have overheated.
Uh-oh. Well, we lost visual. Can you guys still hear us? Okay, we're back on the webcam. Something happened to our regular camera, but it doesn't seem to be working. Can you tilt the screen forward? There you go. Cool. Okay, well, we're back.
We are back, and we're giving away the slipcase.
Yep. So, to recap, this is Tier 1.
Tier 1 includes Magic the Gathering cards, 3 pins from the November 15th launch, and a pen with a Heroes Journal logo on the nib and the cap.
Yep.
Number 2 is the Model Magic Stackers featured in Frozen 2, along with a letter from the mentor and some postcards from the land of Astoria, a map of the land of Astoria, as well as some stickers along the way of some friends that you meet along the way. Number 3, we have the Harry Potter puzzle set. Includes pictures of each house, as well as you will receive a greater wildwood candle to make your house smell like adventure. Last but not least,
box cutter. Box cutter's not included. Okay. Last but not least, we have this. How many pieces is it?
500-piece Disney puzzle.
There's actually 4 puzzles in here. So it's 4 500-piece puzzles in here.
Sure. We will be offering that, but the thing that everyone's so excited for is
the slipcase. Put it right in front.
Custom-made slipcase with a Heroes Journal Sword and Circle brand.
Enough to fit 4 journals in there.
Who is excited about today's giveaway? I sure am.
So over this voice. I hate it.
You hate this voice?
Hate it.
You hate this voice?
Okay, let's do the first giveaway. For the Magic the Gathering deck of cards.
The winner is Krista Taylor.
Krista Taylor, come on down.
The winner of...
We got to cross-check.
Oh, we got to cross-check.
We're gonna check if
check
she
across.
is marked going to the event. This is so far away. Okay, that's a little better. We're back on the webcam. This is like a little throwback.
Little throwback.
You just can't stop doing it, can you?
I cannot stop. I am stuck.
Someone help me.
I don't seem to have a Krista Taylor here.
Uh-oh. Krista, if you're here on the live stream, we will give you a chance to RSVP, but
I'm going to reload because it doesn't seem to be pulling up anyone's names. So maybe I'll
okay.
just reload it. I'll reload it.
we are reloading. I did it now.
See? We're all here for it. Am I interacting as Kyle? I think I am. I need to interact as the Heroes Journal, I think. No, I'm just on my page. Okay, I'm going to go to the Heroes Journal.
Someone goes, is that the 1970s Narnia box set on the shelf behind you above? It 100% is. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's up there. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
The 1970s.
It's not. It's not. We're not giving it away. It's part of our studio.
And it's also very precious to Nick.
And Zach. We both have one. Weirdly enough.
Okay. Let's see. It's not letting me search.
Okay. Let's just. We will. Anyway, who won? Krista?
Krista. Krista Taylor's the winner.
Krista, congratulations on your Magic the Gathering card deck and pen and enamel pins. Moving on to the next giveaway item. It's going to be the Model Magic Stackers, along with some other Heroes Journal goodies.
I'm doing the thing where I write it down so we don't forget.
Great.
Number 2. The winner, our second winner today is...
I'm going to randomize.
David Chanda.
David Chanda.
The winner of the second thing, the Model Stackers.
David Chanda, drop a comment in the comments so that we can make sure you're here. We will check the event for a David Chanda.
It wasn't working for anyone.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. Never mind. No, we won't. David Chanda, if you're out there, send us a comment and congratulations. You are the new owner of the Model Magic Stackers.
Plus, pins, pens.
There he is.
Envelope. And stickers.
David Chanda is here. He gave us a woo. I'm going to like his comment. How's it work? Do they have to DM us or do we DM them?
It'd be really great if you DM'd us.
Okay. David, shoot the Heroes Journal page a private message, and we will get your address and all that jazz. We'll send you the new prize here, and then we'll also send you the Heroes Journal stuff. I just dropped on the
Floor stuff.
Okay.
Next up is our third winner, the winner of the House Crests puzzle, as well as a Greater Wildwood candle, brought to you by what's the name of the company that made it?
Tukish Candle Co.
Tukish Candle Company. The winner is Jennifer Hickok. Jennifer Hickok is the winner.
Come on down, Jennifer Hickok. Drop us a comment in the comment section. You are the new owner of a Harry Potter puzzle,
as well as a candle and pins and pens.
the perfect candle to light while you are doing your Harry Potter puzzle.
Sorry, I need to work on my typing speed because people kind of just sit here. Should be houses puzzle.
Fantastic. Thank you, David, for shooting us a message there. Who was the winner of the
Jennifer Hickok?
Jennifer Hickok? If you are out there, drop us a message, and we will be sending this to you very soon. This and this candle.
And for the final giveaway prize, the coveted slipcase and the puzzle that may be 4 puzzles. We don't know yet.
Hold on.
As Nick retrieves the items, we all want to see it one last time before it goes to our newest winner. The winner is... Oh, yeah. There's the tab. Carol Jones!
Carol Jones!
Carol
Come
Jones
on
is the
down.
winner.
Carol Jones, you are the winner of a slipcase, handmade wooden slipcase from a local woodworker. And, of course, a 4 separate 500-piece puzzle. So, how does this work? Is it divided up?
I don't know. I think it's like maybe it's like that magic puzzle thing. Look at that. Isn't giving away stuff fun?
Giving away stuff is really fun.
So by the way, this is just a PSA moment. And I haven't talked to Nick about this yet, but John and I have spoken, and I spoke to Zach about it. So we're going around the table. We talked briefly about a Heroes book club in the previous live stream. We are planning on some really fun stuff for that particular event. So just know that your thoughts. I think Reem was the person who put the comment in the on the Heroes Quarters.
Oh yeah.
We are super excited about some of the stuff that we're thinking about for the book club, but I wanted to say something here. We saw that, and we are trying to game plan something really cool for everyone. So yeah, I'll show Nick after. I'll talk to Nick about it off the live stream, and he's gonna go because it's super cool.
I haven't heard this yet.
Right?
Guys, you are all the best. You guys are the greatest. We are super lucky that we get to hang out with you guys and live stream to you. You guys are so engaging, so positive. I swear the Heroes Quarters is like one of the most positive places on the internet. So we love that. We love that it reflects the kindness of the journal, and that is all thanks to you. So thanks so much for staying tuned throughout Magic Month. Sorry we didn't do a board game today. Hopefully the Q&A was sufficient for y'all. And congratulations to the giveaway winners. Next week, what do we have in store?
Next week is the walkthrough of the Astoria Magic Academy Journal.
You don't have to talk like
Sorry.
that. Anyway.
Yeah. We're going to do intro through the Act 2 of the Heroes Journal. We're not going to spoil the ending for you, but we're going to go page by page, talk about it, and look at all of the excitement that contains.
Yep. If you are like me and you want to see every little last detail you can before you purchase something, then that is the live stream to show up to. And it may even be advantageous for us to make a video about that, but we'll talk about that later. We're also next week, we will be releasing our Kickstarter page. We'll be releasing our Kickstarter video, and we'll also be releasing the Kickstarter pricing. So there's a lot of things to be announced next week. That is the week to tune in for. And we also have another giveaway. So too much fun stuff.
Too much fun stuff.
All right.
Anyways, we will see you on tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah.
If you're up for some
right.
coffee, and if you're not up for coffee, that's totally fine. We will see you on Monday. And if you don't like Mondays, that's totally fine too. We'll see you Wednesday. And if you hate Wednesdays, well, I guess we'll see you this time next week.
Yeah. And for those who have watched the walkthrough video on YouTube, thank you for watching that. The live stream, we will actually be showing much more than what was shown in that video. So significantly more, like 50 more pages. So you're not going to want to miss it. It's really great. Anyway, you guys can tune into Coffee Talk tomorrow, where Kyle and I will be chatting with Coffee.
And this is for all the people who have said something. Thank you so much for watching today. People have talked about the fun voice of the game shows.
Okay.